Hello everyone. It's Sunday, so that means we're streaming. I'm Money Black Mage, and tonight we're going to be playing Jak and Daxter. A game that I'm told by a few, actually I think by many, to be one of the quote-unquote best games of the PlayStation 2 era. I've never played it before. It was definitely during the time where I was just playing other things. A lot of those platformer sort of mascot games like that, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, a few others just didn't interest me. Especially since or Spyro, that was another one. Crash Bandicoot, that was another one. A lot of the PlayStation ones, because I played some of them. Like I played a little bit of Spyro, didn't like it. Played a little bit of Crash, didn't like it. I think I played some Ratchet and Clank early. It wasn't the first game, it was a later game, and I was like, it seems okay, but I'm just not into it. And yeah, Jak and Daxter was one of those. Zaku, thank you so much for the sub. And how you doing today? Alright, so click touchpad and use the select button and start button. Remember when they used to be called select and start buttons? Now it's options and share. Or what is on an Xbox? It's like options and God, I can't remember what the other one is called. PlayStation 2. Classic intro. So this is apparently made by Sony. Or Naughty Dog, because it was second developer studio. So I'm going to let this play really fast, because one thing that I always enjoy with kind of older games that they don't really do these days is a lot of older games have like an intro movie, or they have some sort of short cinematic that has nothing to do with anything, or maybe a preview of what you're about to see before you start the game. Remember when games used to have those like intro videos? And that doesn't really exist these days. Now it's like, jump into the menu, get started. What year was this, Zaku? I need some context. What year was this? $2001. Okay. So that was right there pretty early then in PlayStation 2 library. Because the PlayStation 2 came out like 2000. I remember that. It came out in 2000. Early 2000 for Japan and late 2000 for us. So for this to come out in 2001, that's pretty impressive for PlayStation 2 early games. Alright. One thing I have to poke fun at, I'm not poking fun at the game per se, but I am poking fun at this. You see so many games that, oh, there's no video, just loops here. I see that now. Is whatever you name a game like title and then subtitle, it's this pretentious name. Usually that indicates that it's not very good as a game. There's so many games, smaller games, that have this, like, they're planning this epic name, and they name it like the Precursor Legacy. That is a dumb subtitle. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. It doesn't judge my opinion of the game, and nobody calls it the Precursor Legacy. They just call it Jak and Daxter or Jak 1. Nobody calls it Precursor Legacy. And from what I can tell, none of the other follow-up games have a subtitle. It's just Jak 2, Jak 3? Is it Jak 3 or is it Jak X? Were there 3 games or 4 games? There's got to be 3 games because everyone keeps asking for Jack 4. No, there's Jack 3, but Jack X is the racer. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. Graphic. We get 1. I guess it's just automatically locked. Classic PS2 menus. There's speech. I guess they talk in this game. Which kind of bums me out because there's no subtitles, is there? Subtitles wasn't exactly common in 2000 era games, you know, back then. With the Dreamcast, GameCube, PS2, early Xbox. Wasn't too common, but I do appreciate subtitles. But that may just be a big ask. Okay, let's get started. New game. This version of PS4 is the exact same version of PS2. I'm okay with that. I don't need to play a slightly HD version. You don't need a remaster to me, because to me, I'm actually glad I'm playing the PS2 version instead of the PS3 remaster. You may disagree, because I know you're the bigger fan, but I'm okay with playing the OG version if it's just as good in terms of anything else. In terms of games, like if all they changed was graphics and everything else is the same, I'm okay with playing OG. Yeah, subtitles though, you're right. I would have had subtitles. Hey Letty, how's it going? Yeah, we're playing Jak and Daxter. It's my first time playing it. Zaku is now the 3rd person who's a friend who I am taking their advice, where this is now the 3rd time I'm playing a game where my friend tells me, oh, this is such a good game. This game is great. It's a classic. You'll love it. It's so good. It's such a great game. Okay, so the first time that happened, actually, this is the 4th time. First time that happened, it was Winback, Operation Winback. And that game was hard as balls and I never finished it, but it wasn't a bad game. Second time was Ratchet and Clank. And I actually really ended up liking it a lot. I never played any of the Ratchet and Clank games, but I did play the first one and I really liked it. But I just played it like I think 2018, just super late. Third one was Crosscode, which we just suffered through, and is in my opinion, least favorite game this entire year that I played. Holy shit. One last jab at Crosscode. If you want a game, because there's always one person who's like, well, I mean, this game has such a mix of elements. Can you really name a game that does it better? I'm like, as a matter of fact, it's like, I can't answer now, but let me think about it. And yes, I have an answer. That person probably isn't listening. However, if you want a game that's all about throwing projectiles, maybe even balls, while also solving puzzles, while also being a platformer that doesn't necessarily have jumping, while also having great presentation and music, while also introducing challenge that does not artificially restrict the player, with good controls, yes, I can name a game that fits all of that criteria. It's called Splatoon. So check yourself. And now we're playing Jak and Daxter. Empty. I just love the old school way that we used to do things. So here's what I predict, because this is an old school.
My life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet.
Ooh, they actually have fingers instead of having weird hand clumps.
It seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Wait, did Jack not talk ever?
We're in trouble! Ow! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is...
I know that old man's voice
Besides,
from somewhere.
I'd help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns!
Okay, so right off the bat, because I have to be quiet now because there's no subtitles in this game. Oh my god, inverted controls. We are stopping that. Can we do other inverted controls? Nope. Damn, we have inverted controls. Okay, sucks. Damn, I hate inverted controls.
This device is a communicator.
I guess I gotta just get used to it.
My father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
So right off the bat, animations in this game, very good. It's funny that Daxter and the main villain have very expressive faces. There's a lot of animation thrown in them compared to, like, say, Jack. It's okay, Zaku. It's cool. I hate inverted controls, but if that was the creator's intent with this game, I'm gonna judge it based on what they wanted. It's just a choice. It's a preference. I'll get used to it. Just have to unbuckle my brain. The way that they shot the initial cutscene was very quick cut, but you could tell it went by a storyboard. I think that kind of fits Naughty Dog's still MO of being pretty cinematic, but not just being cinematic for, ooh, wow, look at these visuals. Cinematic in terms of this is kind of how we could also visually present a story. And I'm on board with that. I wasn't expecting Jack to be a silent protagonist, especially when I saw that everyone else talks. It kind of, I don't know, kind of odd, I suppose you could say. Jump feels good. Directional controls, we're good. We're pressing all the buttons. Okay, so here's what's weird. It's inverted pitch, but not left and right. But when you exit out of this, it's inverted left and right on the camera. That is so weird. I wonder why I would need to zoom on something. Alright, so we got a weird spin. Character model himself looks okay. He looks fantastical enough to where it's like, what is he? Is he something like a weird space elf? Kind of has goggles on. In fact, everybody has goggles on. In fact, yeah, like literally everybody has goggles on. I can't tell if it's a fashion statement because this was the 2000 or if that's actually just, you know, a point.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
Okay. First things first, we take a look around and we explore. Look at this PS2 water. It actually seems okay. Look, the fact that they have an animation on it is kind of nice. That probably is an island that we go to later. I like foreshadowing. Zaku said that this game would expand my horizons, and I'm really curious what horizons you expect me to expand. Oh, we can swim. I wasn't sure we could. And we can dive. Ooh, okay. We can just kind of dive. Not really swim, per se. We can jump out the water. We can double jump. Double jump's kind of weak. But that's okay. It's better than nothing. No ledge grabbing. No move faster button. This is one of those. You move at a set speed. Guessing this is tutorial land.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
I think I know that girl's voice too. I definitely know that old man's voice. I've heard that old man voice somewhere. This is very old school, and I'm okay with that. There's something charming about just following collectibles in a line. So these things kind of move and shuffle, almost like they're alive.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab Zoomer.
And Letty, good on you for mentioning Skies of Arcadia. I love Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia is such a good game that I think also came out around 2001, I want to say. Oh, they had auto-saving, huh?
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
What kind of crosscode is this? Hey Sam, how's it going? We're playing Jack and Daxter for the first time.
Contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Oh, if you actually jump when you bounce there, you actually bounce a little higher. These little lamps just bother me. Like, I think I want to break them, but that's not something I do. This looks like something I come to later. Or maybe it's just to show off a geyser.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Oh wait, he had a ledge grab there. Okay, cool. So sometimes there is ledge grabbing. Yeah, see? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, remember DS Sam? We finished it. I keep calling you DS Sam, it's just D Sam. But yeah. We finished it last week. We pushed through. It's no longer gonna hurt anybody. I deleted it off my hard drive.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
See, Jack's a good friend because even though Daxter completely did that to himself, he's not judging him. I want to cut that grass, but this isn't Zelda. No jumping on that. Man, it's been a while since we played a platformer. Like an actual platformer. Not a game that called itself a platformer. Gotta get used to this inverted. Is there a way to snap to where I'm facing immediately? Like a reset camera option? Not really? Okay. Oh yeah, you were there. It's hard to remember.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
So I like how Daxter does have a little dance every time. And it's different.
The door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
I'm trying to think, like, year 2000, what was I playing primarily? Because I had a PS2, but I didn't own a PS2 at the time this came out. I had a PS2 very late. Because I got my PS2 mostly when I was in college. Ooh, nice ledge grab. When I was looking up into this game, the two things I wanted to see was... because the other part of the deal...
Balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Oh, so that's what that's been doing. At first I thought that was restoring health, and I think it probably does do that, but I didn't realize it also expands one's health. That's good. I was going to ignore them for a second. But yeah, the deal is that to settle up, I need to 100% this game. So for this case, we're basically going to go for the platinum.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
So this is actually going to be a completion run. And without doing any spoilers, I looked up, it's like, hey, are there any missable trophies in this? And there aren't. Apparently after you beat the game, you can kind of go do anything, anywhere. So I like that because it means I can just play at my own pace and do cleanup later. Like, is Daxter a space weasel? Like, what exactly is he? The thing is Japanese, it uses circle to confirm.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you,
Day night cycles? I thought it was just changing it for the level, but if you say it's a day night cycle, it's actually pretty cool.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my blocked eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach, boys. Now, get moving!
And sometimes you cannot change the camera. Because you know we gotta visit every single house.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Whoa.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Damn, greedy. Also, I didn't realize that this, wood village required that much power. I'm guessing this is an electrical powered furnace. I do like how the crates make noises when you're near them.
First, the fisherman's
Audio
boat
feedback is good.
It's attacked by a monster.
Voice acting's good so far in this game. It's played up, of course, to be funny, but for real, it actually sounds pretty good.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journey yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
I'm surprised his uncle doesn't comment, when did you pick up a dog? Or make up a joke like that.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfree. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother floodflap near the beach.
Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Can do. Because, yeah, 2000, it was high school for me. I keep forgetting I have a double jump.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Gotta bring in the crutch from the June basket. Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
I like his mustache. I don't know if we want to go to Fire Canyon just yet. I like that. You get close to an area, it tells you the area you're about to go to. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was easier than wrestling sheep in The Last of Us Part 2.
Gotta bring in the crutch from the June basket.
Sazaka, do you want to save it for tomorrow, or do you want to tell me, did you beat Final Fantasy VII Remake? Punch, FYI. I'm not gonna punch the cow. It's unnecessary. The cow's moving. What, are you in a hurry to go somewhere? See? Cow just goes in just fine. You have to beat the poor animal. Now, if it sasses us, yeah, you slap it around, but it's cooperating. Unless there's a trophy attached to it. If there's a trophy attached to punching a cow, then I'll do it. You gonna finish it tomorrow? That's cool. Are you on chapter... Like, what chapter are you on?
That lady
End of the road?
has
Ah,
power cell. Let's go talk to him.
cool.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I like his design. What I can't wait to do is once we're done with this game is you know, I always give my final thoughts and review. And I really wonder, after we're done, we're going to go look up some reviews. And I'm very curious to see what some people have to review this game. If it's people that are just blindly nostalgic or actually giving a critical review. I don't want to go to the Forbidden Jungle just yet.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Oh, come on. It doesn't allow late input for the double jump. You have to really double jump early. Yeah. Yeah, see, it really doesn't like late inputs. I need to get myself out of that. Tap the double jump just immediately. No late jumping here. But you can do the spin thing kind of late. Ouch. Actually, kind of think of it. How would I even jump that last gap? I don't think I have the distance for that. Damn it, Jack. And your lack of late jumping. I don't know, maybe I get an upgraded jump better next time.
Gotta bring in the crops from the drill basket.
And yeah, it's already daytime now. Day-night cycle going on. Pretty cool. Hey Shadows, what's going on? You're not too late. I mean, I just finished the tutorial.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a
Roll
lark.
plus jump equals long jump.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her
I have a roll move?
I see beauty in
I have a
everything,
spin move.
you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a parcel if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
How do you roll? Because I have lunge, I have spin, and I have jump. That's all I got. Oh, there's like an uppercut when you do that. Kinda gotta do it really fast. Yeah, how do I roll? Oh, there's roll. Okay. I literally never pressed that button until now. That was strangely absent from the tutorial. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you're right, that is a far. I guess I didn't press all of the buttons. How you liking it so far? I mean, it's okay. There are certainly some things I like so far, but it's still pretty early. Oh, that is far. There we go. Nice. Oops. Gotta wind up on there. I'm surprised the roll move is the one move they didn't tell you about in the tutorial. Watch them tell you about it later. I like how you can correct your jumps. I appreciate that.
This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
It's a very mercenary world we live in. Alright, so where did we not explore yet? Okay. Oh, I'm surprised I was able to ledge grab that. She said there's 7 of those crates, right? In every section. Alright, so let's listen around for another one. Yes? Okay, cool. Appreciate it. If I leave an area, does it reset my progress? Like, if I leave, do I have to collect those 7 things again? No. Okay, phew. That's good, thank you. It's hard to tell with some of these older gen games. Open world? Open world means different things these days. But this certainly is a pretty big environment. Oh, that's right, I still haven't done the rock thing for that old man. There it is.
All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Nice. I appreciate the confirmation. I don't... Let's see. Where was the egg for that bird lady? That might be somewhere else. I'll go do what the old man wanted first with the rocks. And we'll just kind of work our way across. Because we have 3 areas we can get to from here. So the music changed, which is kind of nice. I guess it is interconnected. I was hoping the lightning would do something. so tell me some killer strats. What are the all the what's the meta for the combos here? I'd punch the bomb, but I'm pretty sure I'd know what the answer is. Here we go.
Alright! Treasure! We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Make the switch, huh? This would actually do well in the Switch. Of course, most anything does well in the Switch.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
I like how he called it a pelican. And he didn't call it like a weird alien name. Like that lady, where everything has a weird fantasy name. Like how he's a weird fantasy weasel. He just called it a pelican. It reminds me of that scene in Avatar where they're like, "Oh, did you hear that the Emperor has a bear?" And he's like, "What do you mean like a bear? Do you mean like a dog bear? No. Do you mean like a badger bear? No, like just a bear." I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, actually. So one of the things this reminds me of, and I actually have to give credit to it, is this is very forward thinking, and I think it's because of the cinematic nature Naughty Dog has always become, which is most turn of the century games have a HUD, especially like the top bar. Like look, if you look back at like almost any old school games, most of them have like a top bar where this shows all sorts of information. But this game goes for a very clean HUD. It's something you don't think about these days because a very clean HUD, which is considered a little bit more, immersive, quote unquote, is kind of the norm these days. Where the more minimalist, the better, or it has HUDs that kind of fade out. To be in 2000 and to be thinking about having a very minimalist HUD is actually kind of forward thinking. So I'll give credit where credit's due. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said when I'm playing a game, I just like to completely immerse myself. I can't analyze the game while I'm playing it. And to me, I'm the complete opposite. I'm like, actually, I have zero issues with analyzing something while also liking it, while also immersing it, or while also disliking it. Like, I can operate the left and the right-hand side of my brain pretty okay. Humble brag. You kind of almost have to when you're streaming something in front of somebody, because you can't just be focused on just the game and nothing else. You have to be able to independently talk about something and think about something while also focusing on a game. It may not be easy, but I think it's a skill set anybody can do. Can we long jump from here to there, I wonder? That may be too far. It's worth trying, though. Nope. Botched that. Oh, here we go. I forgot we can dive a little bit. This does have a very classic platformer sort of design mentality where there's constant stimulus. Like, no matter where you look, there is something happening, there is something to go see, there is something to go explore. There is constant stimulus. That's not necessarily a bad thing. A cynic would say that that's something that's like, well, of course, it's meant for, like, babies. I'm like, okay. Get over yourself. Now, to me, most people do want to be constantly stimulated when it comes to like what they want to do and what they want to see. Like, I'll never forget when Assassin's Creed Black Flag first came out, and Ubisoft was saying, "Yeah, we made our world to where like every 30 seconds there's something happening. Doesn't matter if like a whale crashes in front of you, or a pirate ship comes up, or you see an island, or like they start singing. Something happens every 30 seconds." And when you think about it, that's kind of smart. All right, so look at this guy stare. Look at those eyes. It's the eyes of a killer right there. Bet you can't figure out which Nintendo game influenced this. Alright, so let's see. Where's the nearest blue thing? Blue ego. I'm guessing that thing, right?
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us. Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz 'em for kicks. Punch those poles out from below.
Good ledge grab. I remember when I was playing Last of Us, and like there's an Easter egg, which is this egg inside some shop, and I'm like, what the fuck is a precursor egg? Like, what is that a reference to? It's so weird out universe. Interestingly, only a few people who were watching me play at the time actually answered that it was from Jack. Which is surprising. It's like, I thought you guys were all Naughty Dog fanboys. Clearly Last of Us fans. Not necessarily Jack fans. I wonder if there's anyone out there, I'm sure there is, the world's pretty big, where they're a Jack fan, but they hate every other property from Naughty Dog. Like, they hate Uncharted, they hate The Last of Us, they wish they just made more Jack games. Because when you think about it, they did Jack, and then immediately went on to other projects, and never looked back. And I can't help but think that there are some fans that probably feel jilted because of that. Kind of like how I still feel about From Software, forgetting that Armored Core ever existed. Yes, I appreciate them making, you know, cool games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but Armored Core had to die because of it. If you include Crash with Jack, then yes, there are quite a few people. Wait, I thought I was playing Crash Bandicoot. Isn't the Crash Bandicoot 4 demo that's out? Is this not Crash? Is that not a Bandicoot on my shoulder? He's orange and everything. Yeah, just.
Birdie, birdie. That's it. Just a little further. Do you see any other?
I actually didn't know you were such a big fan, Zakio. I really didn't, because you never talked about it. I don't think you've ever really talked about Jack and Daxter ever, until you brought it up just casually a little while ago when I said, I don't know, I've never played the game, and you were shocked. I don't recall you ever talking about it. Must be because it's a dead franchise, but besides that. Because you never really play any other platformers. Shit.
Just a little further.
You replay the trilogy once a year? Really? I never knew that. Oh, there's a third one over there.
Are you near the egg yet? Birdie here, birdie, birdie. That's it. Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff. Oh my, that was gentle. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg.
It's the game he has the highest trophy completion on. See, I'm not like you, Shadows. I don't go snooping around other people's trophy scores. I have no idea what trophies you guys have.
Here's the power cell for your valor.
Idiot, sir.
No, no! No, 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 no!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
I'm not your mom. You see any feathers here?
Yeah, you're definitely not a completionist.
Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
It bugs me so much you won't go do that last trophy. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Zaku? Wait, hold on. Can I jump this gap? Too late. Really? Did it do the thing? I'm hoping that this isn't some weird bug that happens to me. Oh, I actually probably could hit that. Because every single game I play on stream, it seems I always run into one just unexplainable glitch that nobody ever seems to ever encounter. But because I'm recording, I can prove that it happened to me. He didn't ledge lab that. Watch, Zaku. The last orb you're missing is actually right in the beginning starting zone. Wait, do I have to collect every single orb in the entire game? Is that an achievement? Is there a tracker to tell me how many are in each area? Ah, shit, really? Okay. Sam says there is a tracker. Is there fall distance? No. Jack's just that good. Alright. That was a roundabout way, but we had to do it. I need to work on the spin more than the lunge. Okay, is this area clear or not? Alright, first things first, let me explore these other waters because I want to see if there's any other diving orbs that I'm missing. Can you swim faster? Looks like without the blue eco you can't. Oh. That's the mandatory, you swam too far. Actually, what happens? I don't know if I test that. Actually, I kind of want to do. Yeah, eat me. Let me see what happens. Oh, okay. It's really generous. Alright, nothing's lost. That's cool. What a nice game. You know, it's nice to play a chill game like this every now and then. Not everything has to be so super stressful, super sweaty. I always forget that Crash Bandicoot was also Naughty Dog. It's funny. In this game, they clearly show they know how to make jumping. And yet they also make Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, and The Last of Us, all of which fail spectacularly at jumping. I don't understand that. Like, how is jumping so bad in 3 of your games? And in this one game, jumping is good. How does that happen? When you pause, the game shows you. Oh yeah, you're right. There we go. That is cool. Didn't even know that. Thanks, Sam. What's the flashing thing at the top? Is that something I've yet to collect?
I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
I'm glad I saved my progress on these things. I appreciate that game. This is one of those old cameras where, like, if you're next to a wall, it doesn't like moving past it. Down punch on that? But I just up punched on it. Okay. He didn't do anything. I mean, it's okay. I don't think it really led anywhere either. You missing one orb reminds me of when I played Super Mario Sunshine the very first time, and for 3 years after I was done with it, I got everything in the entire game except one blue coin, which prevented me from getting the final shine sprite. I couldn't 100% that game because I didn't know. I couldn't find for the life of me. Couldn't. And of course, you know, this is early internet. So it's not like the guides on there online are very good and pictures are very rough, and YouTube wasn't a thing, so I couldn't just watch somebody's video for it. So I constantly had to just consult vague descriptions on where this last blue coin was. And it was literally 3 years later where I decided I just kind of want to randomly play Sunshine again. And so I did, and by just spending hours exploring one area, I finally found the last blue coin. It was like in a blind spot that you have to get while you're launching from one spot to another. You have to like quick cancel out of it and then jump to a hidden platform that's completely invisible. Like, unless you kind of knew it was there, you wouldn't get it. I'm like, oh, that's such a dick move. But at the same time, at least I got my 100%. You have all the feathers in Assassin's Creed 2? Man, I spent so long getting all those feathers. I think it was only like 1,000 feathers. Only 1,000 feathers. I spent so much time getting all the flags in Assassin's Creed 1. Man, Assassin's Creed 1 is so raw. As much as I love Assassin's Creed and how much I loved Assassin's Creed 1 back then, I could never play Assassin's Creed 1 again. I couldn't.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 1 was a tech demo. By the way, Assassin's Creed 1, one thing that always annoyed me, even to this day, in the trailer for Assassin's Creed 1, Altair is shown like pulling out a crossbow and shooting a dude. There is no crossbow in that entire game. Lies and deception. There are throwing knives that are OP and like one shot literally anything that isn't heavily armored and completely silent. Man, throwing knives were so OP. But yeah, that's why I love Assassin's Creed 2. It's just, man, Assassin's Creed 2 is just so good, it literally does make Assassin's Creed 1 look like a tech demo. Speaking of Assassin's Creed, which comes from Prince of Persia, thoughts on the Prince of Persia remake / remaster? I kind of want to go back and play Sands of Time again before that happens so I can refresh myself. Alright. So we're missing one of the things here. Oh, that's right, the pelican. Oh, that's right. No one talks about it at work? Why? It's because you guys are uncivilized, or it's just that nobody wants to think about it? I thought the demo or the trailer they showed was good. I think it shows that they're doing enough different. No one's interested? Ouch. Brutal. Okay, so I need to get that blue energy to that bird and those two pillars. How the hell do I get up there? What is that green thing? Is that something I collect, or is that in the sky? This camera is so sensitive. Alright, so clearly I need to charge that thing up, and this thing probably launches me over there. And I probably use that thing to zap that bird. Alright. Where even is a blue anything? Because I don't see anything around here that releases blue energy. Because the nearest thing's all the way over there. Alright, let's explore down here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. To get that one at the cannon, you have to go do something in another area. Okay. So I can't do all the things in this area just yet? Okay. Alright. Let me at least check what's in this waterfall. You always gotta check out the waterfall. It's like a video game rule. Yeah, look at it. We got some orbs here. Classic. Alright, so we're gonna need 300 orbs to make everybody happy. Because one guy wants 90, another guy wants 90, and the statue wants 120, so that's 300 orbs. But we have 200 for now. It just seems like rolling and doing it this way is so much faster than running. It's like when you do the little roll as Link. Oh, a statue wants 120 for each? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll at least pay off the 2 people in this village. We'll get the statue later.
So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. You! Oh, it is a sizable contribution.
Because he also wants the power restored.
He represents my gratitude.
That was actually a cool animation there.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. You have the precursor orbs that we agreed on. I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
Can't stand on the fountain.
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
You're not wrong.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Okay. Fisherman. Got it. Alright, so we have 2 choices now. We go to the canyon or we go to the jungle. I think I kind of want to do canyon first.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Okay, never mind. I think her voice is familiar too. The style definitely is, but she kind of sounds familiar. Jungle it is. Is this a fast travel point? Was a mirror? Oh. Jack strikes me as the type of guy who just kind of works out. He strikes me as like a kind of like a gym bro. So answer me this: does he talk in later games? This is a two-part question. The depth perception on that snake was weird. Alright, so he does talk in later games. Okay, so by virtue of him talking, this follow-up question. He talks in later games. Do they address why he didn't talk in this game? Oh, they do? They don't? Okay. That's kind of weird. But okay. We got a yes and a question mark. Sounds like we're not sure, or maybe they try to pass it over. Does that fish have tusks on it? Huh. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool how the areas are seamless. I see what you mean by it being kind of open world. Yeah, ooh, for some other reason I keep thinking that snake is nearer than it actually is. Because it clearly goes, hiya. I like the little footsie he does there. Also, I'm just looking at his feet for the first time. Dude has a massive toe. Holy crap. His toe's huge. I don't know why, it's just distractingly large. Like, he already has big feet, but damn, he has a huge toe on that foot. Somebody rendered that big toe. Just want you to know. Okay. Can't touch the fish. Actually, can we beat up the fish? Yes, we can. That wasn't worth losing a health, though. Gotta check all the nooks and crannies for all the secrets. You have to just double tap that double jump. Game will not allow it. Alright, so there's a bottom area and a top area. Hmm.
We need to charge you up with that blue stuff to get this open.
Oh, okay. Thanks, I actually didn't know if that was a door or not. Kinda didn't look like one. Looked like just another wall. Appreciate that, Daxter. Oops. Damn it.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
It's funny to me the serious nature with which I say precursor. I don't know why, but it seems like such a serious word.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Hey, just in time. I guess I have to be charged in order to have this going on. I guess. Guessing I probably have to go in a certain order for this. Alright, so I need more charge energy there. There's some over there. That's another door. It does have, this one has a little icon on it. There's a thing down there. Go to the first tower. Oh well, I'm just scoping out the lay of the land. I wonder why they have just one singular thing over there. I mean, it's probably tied to that guy, but...
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower.
It's inverted controls, so you have to forgive me.
Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
Follow the beam! You put an emphasis on a B for the beam! Blastics. So I was thinking about this while brushing my teeth and using mouthwash, and I was thinking, man, so Arctic Blast is the name of the flavor I have. A nice, refreshing, minty, non-burning sensation for mouthwash, and I can't help but wonder. It's like Arctic Blast. Like, I was just thinking about it. Maybe it's just because it's early in the morning, but I'm like, man, it seems like an unnecessarily intense name for mouthwash.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
It's not like it's X-Men, the arcade game where it's Cyclops' Optic Blast. You know, it's an Optic Blast. It's kind of intense. But this is just Arctic Blast. Like, this... How intense. Yeah, Iceman 2. Ice Beam! Which also does chip damage. He's the only character that gets that. Ice Beam! Alright, where was the other tower? I gotta use the ever controls. Where was the other tower? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy talking about beams and Arctic Blast. Like, Arctic Blast sounds like, I don't know, like a special attack, like a move. We should also explore down here, it looks like. I looked at it numerous times. Okay, well, it just shows I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, it's a fisher guy.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing ring.
Oh, did you say damn? Are we PG now?
No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters.
200 pounds.
You with shrimp here, use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. Is want to try the challenge?
Sure.
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch. Looks like you could use a bigger net. Missed that game. Missed. Here comes a big one.
He's gonna count against me the mist? Brutal. I guess this is their fishing minigame. Oof, sensitive.
Missed that game. Left. Missed that game. Steady boy.
Shit. Well, you know what? I got halfway there first try. It's not so bad. We're gonna fish till we get this.
Here comes a big one. Steady boy.
Shit, shit, shit.
Steady, boy. Missed again. Here comes a big one. Looks like you could use a bigger hit. Steady, boy. Don't miss one.
Damn it. Thought I had that. Shit, come on. Ah, I didn't think that that caught. Getting better every time.
Steady, boy.
This is a sensitive net. I want streaks of those yellow ones, like what happened that third time. Apparently if you just smack them, it kind of works too.
Steady, boy. Missed again.
How was I supposed to get some of those? Good lord. This is such a dick move. Come on! I was nowhere near that thing. Ugh. Alright.
Steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy. To the left.
Okay, that explains why. Sometimes they shift their direction a little bit like that, and it scares me because they get really close to the net.
Comes a big one. Steady, boy.
Ah, that was tricky.
Hold steady. Steady, boy. You did it.
Yeah, that's like a fifth try. Not bad.
Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat in the village dock whenever you like.
Cool. Not the worst fishing minigame I've played. I do like fishing minigames in most games. That one's okay. Not great. It's more that was more of a catching minigame for fish than like traditional using a pole and rod. Not the worst game. Plus we got in like the fifth try, so really can't complain. They wanted that T rating. I know, right? Edgy. Okay, I was curious what the little symbol was. We hit it, now we know. Those are bad boxes. Red for Dead. Red Dead 2 did have great fishing. I really enjoyed the fishing in Red Dead 2. Final Fantasy 15 has one of my favorite fishing minigames. I'll tell you, it was one of the worst fishing minigames. It's not even Pokemon, which is barely a fishing minigame now, because now you just automatically get whatever you want. Nier. Original Nier has a terrible fishing minigame. It is such a garbage fishing minigame. It's one of the things I hated to do in that game. Again, and I'm somebody who loves fishing minigames. That game is just shit.
Well, better you than me.
Oh, sassy. I thought I was gonna do mouth to mouth on him or something and make a weird joke out of it. What's the other mirror? There's also a red crate over there too. Alright, so we need to go down and get those eggs. I'm calling them eggs because they say precursor orbs. Those things are eggs, man.
Those dark eco boxes are bad news.
Do the thing. There we go. Nothing in the tree. Alright, red box over there. I hate inverted control so much. I'll go back there in a minute. Does Jack and Daxter have like a theme song, I wonder? Ooh, how do we high jump that high? have to light these all up with energy, I'm guessing. So one of the things I do want to comment on for Jack's design that I think is pretty good, it's like what a lot of platforming, open world design aesthetics, some people get it, some people don't, is that even though this is like a lush.
There's little lightning marks on those posts, and there's lightning coming out of that vent over there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
And even though it's like a lush area, like a beach or a jungle, you can still identify Jack on the screen. Not just because he's obviously in the middle there, but because he has a very shock blonde hair. Where's a green? Actually, it's kind of both. It's blonde with green roots. And he's also wearing a very sky blue tunic. So he's wearing a very contrasting color. So no matter what you're doing in his platforming, even though you're being spatially aware, you can always be seeing Jack in your vision. It's one of the reasons why Mario works, because Mario is wearing red. And red is one of those, eye-catching colors. And so that's one of the reasons why Mario just works. It's a very subtle design detail. And you notice this when you play games like, say... Hold on.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
Okay, I was gonna say, you notice this in other... Pay attention to open world games where the main character is wearing very drab colors. And when you start noticing your main character bleed into the background of whatever it is you're, that's gonna be it. Of whatever it is you are, you subtly become more disinterested in... Oh, wow, weird. You suddenly become more disinterested in where the character is, or things look muddy, or things look hard to see. It simply becomes a color contrasting. Wait, hold on. Was there something down here? There is. That's not where we just were. Speaking of spatial awareness, I am always navigationally challenged. I play video games sometimes. It's weird. I think out of all the faces in this game, Jack emotes the least. Like, I think they saved all their animation budget for Daxter. This is cool. I didn't expect it to be a little temple area. Yeah, see, this game just kind of flows. You like, there's no downtime. You're just immediately doing one thing and then you're immediately doing another thing. That scream was such a muddy sound file. Oh my god. That they ported from 2000 for sure. I think that was the first time in this game where I'm like, wow, that sound design was bad. Shadow looks good. Look how good this shadow is. You can tell they were really trying for some detail. Shadows are also super important on a platformer, as anybody can subtly tell you. You unless it's gone, you really don't realize how much you just use the shadow when you're platforming. Camera is not the best. What was the joke they made in like the Ratchet and Clank game? Or the movie, that is, where it's like, who are these guys? Jack and Daxter? And at first I was like, I understood that reference, but then I was kind of like, I do, but I also don't.
Wow, did you see that? Blue eco-vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco-vents as well.
Oh, cool. Is that area in the beach now accessible, I wonder? Actually, if I go up here... Okay, good. Wasn't sure. I didn't necessarily want to jump up and it goes to like a different area. It's very consequence-free. Like, I die there, but it immediately warps me back. Holy crap. Maybe it's because we're playing this on a PS4, but I don't think I've ever seen a PS2 game load that fast. That was our first boss. Oh, fuck you. Huh. Is there a way to get those spiky boys before they get you? Ow. Got me. I like how there's a unique death animation. That's actually kind of cool. Hey Dark, welcome in. Alright, let's do this. That was terrible gauging. Can't spam that spin attack. Here's a cooldown. Rule of threes. Take that. Hey, there's that one orb. Maybe that's the one orb you need. That's a little interesting Easter egg that you jump on this guy's head and it pops out a little thing. Ah, there we go. That's how we're back here then. Cool. Alright, what else do we need to do around here? Given how you regen, or you can get put back, oh, I don't know, maybe it becomes more inconvenient later. But given how fast you're put back in the action, it almost seems faster to just kill yourself to get back health than it is to get 50 orbs for every segment. That's right, we have to get that electricity over there. I wonder if we should use the electricity from the temple again. Actually, yeah, it might be faster if we just do that. Oh, I almost missed these. Can we make it back to that one spot? Oh. Actually, I completely forgot where I was going. Okay, so actually we need to jump down off the bridge and run towards that. Yeah, we can make that. Alright, Zaku. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you tomorrow.
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
Seeing you're back in. It's like you're oh, okay, you're back in at the beginning of the area. I guess it's kind of inconvenient, but it's not so bad. Because now we're back in action. I was, Zaku, if you're still there, if not, it's okay. I was going to call this first stream Jack and Daxter Knack in Action, just to piss you off. Now, there's always plenty of opportunities to piss off Saku. Besides, if the game's doing well, I don't want to disrespect it. Now, if I ever do Knack, because actually I've never played Knack 2, so I could just play Knack 2 and just call it Knack and Daxter, or Natchet and Clank, or Knack Bandicoot. There are plenty of ways I can troll. I forgot about these guys over here. Oh, did we kill these plants somehow? Oh, I guess when we killed the big plant, we killed the little ones. That's kind of cool. Oh, we have 20 things. We can go across the Firelands now. I was kind of hoping like having electricity would kill nearby creatures, but it doesn't. I wonder what his bugged orb is, which land it's in. Okay, did we do everything we could do for the most part? I'm thinking yes. It would make the game too easy? Why? Is it just blue electricity everywhere? Is it that common? Oh, there we go. Windmill.
We should
Alright.
go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
Now we can power their, wood-fueled ovens. Okay. Okay, so these are... the little arrows are up and down. Okay, got it. So Forbidden Jungle, we got everything there. Sentinel Beach, we're still missing the thing from the Pelican. Sandover Village. Actually, that counts as well. Okay, so identifying one doesn't mean you got it. So it means we haven't identified one, actually. Alright, well, we got everything in the jungle, at least, for the most part. No, we missed 10 orbs. Actually, hold on. I think I know what it is, but I don't know where it is. Look at those rough JPEGs. Classic. Alright, so I think one of those electricity doors, we missed one. We saw one earlier, but I think I missed it because I didn't know how to get electricity there. Alright, so we need to find where the 10 orbs might be. Maybe? I mean, I could be wrong. But I could have sworn that's the one thing that I could be missing. Let's do a quick loop around the area. Top and then bottom, and then we'll see where we stand. For all I know, it's just an area we haven't been to yet. See, it's like depth perception on that snake is rough on me. Alright, so we've opened that door before. Maybe it's in a temple in an area we haven't been to yet? I haven't thought about that. I mean, if you see anything that looks like 10 orbs, or perhaps a door that we haven't opened yet. Because we went down there. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. We went to that island. I'm actually okay with Jack not shouting and just grunting whenever he does stuff, because I don't need anybody going like radical every time we do a jump. Okay, so we got that little one down there. There might be another one similar to it. Let's take a quick look-see around here again. Because we already did all this. Did we go up here? I think we did. Yeah, this looks familiar. Like I said, we've definitely been here before. That leads to there, the power room, okay. That sound file is so bad. Alright, so we went there to fight the boss, but we didn't go in here. Oh, this just goes back here. Just loops. Okay. Well, damn. We're missing 10 orbs. There's gotta be a pocket somewhere. I really hope it'll spend 30 minutes just looking for 10 orbs. Just double checking. Damn it. Fell forward, oldest trick in the book. Fell forward again. Too fast. I'm not a Jack speedrunner yet, sorry. Okay. Are they, because there were a couple secret ones in here. We got those there. Okay, we searched up top. I don't think we saw anything. The 10 orbs might be somewhere down here then. This man is very jovial. Because we got this one already. Maybe it's some other diving ones over here. Did I miss? No? Damn, where are those 10 orbs? Alright, let's check the first area. don't see anything here that looks like 10 orbs. Oh well. You know what? I'll just come back later. If I don't see it, just move on. Some of these areas are meant to be revisited anyway. That's a happy man. Yeah, that fisherman's happy. We just caught him 200 pounds of fish after 5 tries. We basically just invalidated his entire existence.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells and hurry. My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
For your gift, another power cell is yours.
That's right, the fisherman said we needed a boat. So maybe that boat leads us to where those 10 orbs are. Oh no, that boat goes to Misty Island.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, by the way,
He's the mayor of like 5 people. I think he's ranking up all these trophies here. Alright, let's go check back on the other beach though, before we go to Misty Island. Yeah, that's activated now. Sweet. Take that. Yeah, because that right there, that was 10 orbs. So I'm missing one of those. There's another one of those little circular things somewhere in the jungle area. I could have sworn I seen it, but I don't know where it is. Hold on. Shoot here. Oh, I guess we have to make him shoot.
Ooh, let's use the cannon to blow.
I think we got like 20 trophies. Just racking it up.
Get some! Get some!
How is it not reaching? Oh, there we go. We got one. Oh, come on, game. Okay. How do I get this thing to reach? Oh, I see. You charge it. Got it. I realize it's a charge shot. There we go. Aces. Alright. Alright, is there anything else I can do in this tower? Maybe not. There we go. 100%. Alright, so we have everything we need for Sentinel Beach. Cool. Completed. Forbidden Jungle just needs the orbs. Missing some from the village too. Geyser Rock 50. Alright, so there's one in the tutorial area that we need to go back and get. Watch that be the one that Zaku's missing. How do we get back to the tutorial area? Kind of think of it. I even made the joke too. It's like, wouldn't it be funny if the one you're missing is the one that's in like the very first area? I even made that joke. Because I kind of want to ask him, what does your radar say?
Hurry up with those power cells. I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
Yeah. Where was... How do I get back to the tutorial? Does the boat take me there? Maybe? Let's try. It's actually surprisingly close to their island. You think the old man's house there's a portal to the tutorial?
And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
Alright, so Misty Island is definitely... Oh, that's right, catch the sculpture's muse. There is something we can do here. Actually, there's probably a bunch we can do here. Hiding loading screens 4 was cool. You're not wrong. 100% what this is. But you see how fast things load on the... This is what I was talking about. People were like, oh, what's the point of buying an Xbox One S when it's so inferior and it doesn't run the Xbox One X RAM, whatever. It's like, who cares? Because you're still going to run things and load them a lot faster and have a better frame rate. Who cares if it's not optimized? Like we've already pointed out before, most people just on any system, the average person doesn't have the highest anything. The average person on Xbox doesn't play an Xbox One X. The average person on PlayStation doesn't play a PS4 Pro. The average person on PC doesn't play at 4K. It's just, you're over assuming that people always have max everything. And that is clearly incorrect. We just steal her bike.
These two couldn't have brought their... Oh, it's the conquering heroes. Good. I wanted to talk with you two about something serious. There appears to be quite a bit of lurker activity on Misty Island. I can see them bombarding the precursor silo from my lookout tower. If the lurkers open it up and release the dark eco, we could all end up running around looking as ridiculous as this annoying little specimen. Jack, it's time for you to prove your worth. Get the fisherman to let you take his boat back to Misty Island. Get to the top of the precursor silo and take out that cannon.
And what about me?
You? Why don't you mop my floors? They seem to have lost their shine lately.
Wow, the total disrespect. Yeah, there we go, Geyser Rock. Yep. That's gonna be loading times right there. 1 second of a black screen. You don't even have time to realize a tooltip. The geometry of this game reminds me of Blizzard titles. Would a Blizzard character flop their arms this way? Come on. Alright, there is 1 egg on this island. 1 egg. And it's probably in the beginning when I didn't realize that the eggs were important and I had to collect every single one. Alright, keep an eye out for 1 egg. Just one more thing. I should say it like that just to annoy Zaku. Just 1 more egg. You need to check out 1 more spot. Because you know he'd hate that. I mean, I also want to see it for myself. Because seriously, where the hell is this egg? What is that green thing up there? It's the life stream. It's the energy that flows to our planet. Jack is here to cure the geostigma. There's always that one bad egg that has to ruin it for everyone. Wah, wah, wah. You're not wrong, though. Let's see. This isn't even that big of an area. But it's enough to hide 1 egg. Oh, look at that over there. Alright, 1 egg. Just 1 egg. Man, I am not seeing this 1 egg. Like, I feel like after I'm done with this, I'm gonna look at the video just to see, like, what in my path, was there any eggs that I missed? It's gotta be somewhere obvious. I don't know this game well enough to watch like some 100% speedrunner do it. gotta check everywhere. It could be just oh, never mind. I'll say it could be in a waterfall for all we know. Where the hell did it spit us out? Look at the Daxter model just struggling to stay on my model. Look at his arms going crazy. Sometimes the best place to look is by discovering where it isn't, as Sherlock Holmes used to say. Oh, you can crawl. That's kind of funny. We're gonna find this last damn egg. There it is. Okay, we need to ask Zaku next time. Hey, is the last egg you're missing on Geyser Island? Because if it is, I wonder if it's that. Mazel tov. Watch the last egg not appear until you destroy all breakable objects in the area. I was actually halfway expecting, like, maybe it's a quote-unquote Easter egg, where it's like, break all the target dummies, and it'll magically appear. You know, there's hidden stuff like that. But it makes sense that it was part of a weird sequence. Yeah, so I'm going to ask him tomorrow, which area were you missing your one? Because if it's that one, it might just be that area right there. Alright, we have like 10 more minutes left in the stream. I kind of want to go back into the jungle and look for that one last thing. It's really annoying me. Feel free to consult a walkthrough if it will help you let me know where I'm missing something. I am okay with that sort of help. Because I don't want to bore you with me literally opening up Google and Googling this and watching 100% playthrough.
Let's go check out old Fish Brett's speedboat at the dock.
Although I probably will do that off stream. Because it's just 10 orbs. It's not like it's actually getting an energy cell. It's not like somebody's actually using this as a resource. Like, oh dude, I have to watch this guy's playthrough of Jack and Daxter. He's never played it before, so he's clearly the best resource. Okay, I am pretty darn sure there's a little circular something that I'm missing. And we counted it fairly early. And I was like, how the hell do you get lightning over here? I love when the camera just like doesn't want to move. It's like, I'm stuck on this solid object here. Sorry, mate. Alright, we're not gonna assume that we checked everywhere either. Orb locations for Ben Jungle. Alright, appreciate it. Watch them have a map, but that's useless because there's no map in this game. But however, we can check the... Okay, so there's no group of 10, but it might just be a group of 4 and a group of 6. Alright. We're just doing a quick sweep of this area, and if we find it or not, then we'll find it. But it sounds like there actually may be 2 small batches. Said it's not really too much this area that I think we haven't been to. That's why part of me thinks, like, is there an outer area up here that we didn't get to? I wonder. Let's try that switch one more time. Never hurts to double check. Okay, it won't even open, so I guess we already got it. Alright. We got Chuckles over here. I did the 3 clusters of 5. I did that already. Hey Natonski, how are you today? Hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the stream. I am playing Jack and Daxter for the very first time. And I am wrapping my head about where I'm missing 10 orbs in this first area. So it's not on the machine. I'm just stuck. I am perplexed. I really don't see anywhere that I missed. Because we went inside the temple, we went inside. Nothing back here, right? Yeah. Ugh. I'm just walking around in circles. I'm literally walking around in circles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely watch a walkthrough of this. Actually, let me check up here. Did I check up here before? And did I jump up here before? This might be new. Yeah, I jumped up here because there was a box here. I know I got all the ones that were in the sky there. Man, I'm just so stuck. I gotta wonder. gotta be inside the temple. There's gotta be a place we didn't check. Alright, we're doing overtime. I'm determined to find these last 10 orbs. It's gotta be inside this temple. It's the only place we haven't looked. Well, we've looked, but maybe not as thoroughly as we think. Alright, we're gonna try to be thorough. Because there might be nooks and crannies like this, where we go one way, and it turns out if you go the other way, that's where they are. Well, I wondered, what on earth do you need first-person mode for? And I think I answered my own question. I like that. Psh. Just the punching noise that it makes. It's funny to me. Alright, so I keep thinking that we're thorough here, but we just gotta check. Alright, so this whole thing loops around. Let's start from back here. I'm trying to think, like, where have I not explored? There's gotta be a switch or something that I just haven't tried. Because I've jumped up here. I'll jump up it one more time. Alright, camera. 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 Camera, please. That's where they were. Motherfucker, I didn't do everything. Alright, well, there we go. We got it all. Mission accomplished, boys. Now we can go home. We only went 5 minutes overtime. It's not so bad. Alright. Cool. Alright. So we got everything in the Forbidden Jungle. We got everything on Sentinel Beach. Next is Misty Island, but Fire Canyon's afterwards, so we might actually want to do Misty Island first. Because look like Fire Canyon's afterwards. Yeah, we'll do Misty Island first. Alright, so we're going to save. Yeah, look at that. Alright. First impressions really fast. I think it's alright. I haven't yet seen anything that makes me love it, but I think it's okay. I think for what it's presenting so far, it's doing a good job of it. Like, okay, I want to provide a seamless, open environment that seems very vibrant and has a definite directed art style. Yeah. Art style is cohesive. Yep. Things seem pretty clear for the most part, I'd say. Tutorial was okay. I would have preferred they told me about the long jump and the roll. I literally didn't know I had that ability. Jumping is good, which is important because you do a lot of it as a platformer. I just need to practice better on the hitbox for the attacking, because there are some enemies that just mess me up, but I don't feel it's anything that's necessarily the game's fault. I feel it's just me getting used to it. Personal preference, of course, to shame, but it's just the nature of the beast and the nature of the time it was. No subtitles and no option to take invert off from my controllers. And honestly, for a PS2 game built in 2001, this still looks really good. Still looks good. You can tell they were ambitious with the animations even early on, and it still holds up, I would say. One thing I have yet to see, though, is music. The music is just... it's okay. It's ambient. But it's also very forgettable. There's no themes, even like the collect an energy cell theme. Like, it doesn't... there's nothing memorable about it. So, music's on the weak side. Camera's not my favorite. I don't like how it gets stuck on walls. But everything else, so far, so good. We'll definitely keep continuing this, so we'll meet up again on Tuesday. Play more Jak and Daxter. Apparently we're 24% through the game. So, I think like most of those platformers, this will probably be like a 15-hour game. If that, 12, 15 hours, something like that. So, yeah. I look forward to playing this. Having fun. No grading scale yet because it's still just first impressions. That we will do at the end. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'm Oni Black Mage. We are playing Jak and Daxter for the very first time, and so far, I'm having a good time. Good recommendation. And yeah, we'll see you on for Tuesday. I'm still working on the video editing portions for a couple videos at the same time. But until then, I'll see you in the next battlefield. Thanks for watching.